What if I told you that in the space of about an hour, I can train you to know the books of the Bible forwards and backwards so that you could recite them backwards? Revelation, Jude, 3rd, 2nd, 1st John, 2nd Peter, 1st Peter, James, Hebrews, Philemon, Titus, or that you could know exactly where a book of the Bible is. Like Romans is the 45th book of the Bible, the 35th book of the Bible is Habakkuk, the 19th book of the Bible is Psalms. This is all using a technique known as the major system, which is a way of turning numbers into images so that you can remember them better. And that's something that's been used by so many people around the world, including memory athletes. And in this major announcement, I want to teach you the major system. And this is a training that we're going to be doing. If you want to learn more, you can go to BibleMemoryGoal.com/major to learn more about it. But essentially what we're going to be doing is learning how to use these numbers and attach them and turn them into images. And I know what you might be thinking, who in the world cares about being able to recite the books of the Bible backwards or know exactly what the 42nd book of the Bible is, which is Luke, by the way. And I know that's true. It does not really matter, and it's kind of trivial knowledge. But this is just a fun way to learn the major system, to be able to have this knowledge about the Bible, but then to be able to apply this in so many other ways. So for example, I know that there are 1,189 chapters in the Bible. I know that because I've turned 1,189 into an image that I can remember. Whenever I'm memorizing the book of Galatians in chapter 3, when it talks about the 430 years before the law was given, 430, I remember that because I have applied the major system to remember that number. If you constantly forget the references of the verses that you've memorized, using the major system can help you to remember where, when you're talking about all scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training up in righteousness. That is 2 Timothy 3:16. And you can use the major system to remember those references. On top of that, I use it outside of the Bible to remember my son's passport numbers or their social security numbers. I turn those numbers into smaller images that link together and allow me to then remember those numbers without having to write them down or keep them somewhere. I can always have them with me. So this is it's an exciting way to remember numbers, like I said. And as an example, I'll give you one that I've really enjoyed. Hebrews, the way that I remember that, Hebrews is the 58th book of the Bible, and I know that because he brews tea with an oversized tea leaf, a massive tea leaf. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, you can see that massive tea leaf. And in the major system, L stands for 5, and the F stands for the 8, right? And so I know that leaf, and so whenever I think of 58, I can think of leaf and that tea leaf in Hebrews, or vice versa, when I hear Hebrews, I can think of Hebrews tea with a massive leaf. I've got custom images for all the books of the Bible that are going to show you how I think and how you can use numbers to turn into images and create stories that you then attach. And it's a lot easier than you might think. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the major system, I hope that you'll join me in this training that we're going to be doing. It's going to be live in a couple weeks, or if you're watching this video later, you can go through this course self-paced. You're going to be able to see me walk through each of these numbers one by one in the video training. You're going to have a download, and you're even going to have some digital flashcards to keep with you and kind of review all of these, and it's going to keep all of this fresh in your mind. And by the time you're done, the major system is just going to feels really natural, right? You're going to start seeing numbers, and those numbers are going to turn into images for you, and it's so much fun. So if you want to do that, again, you can go to BibleMemoryGoal.com/major. Or if you are a patron, all of these trainings and all the trainings that we do are free for our patrons. Patrons are special people who have decided to support what we're doing with Bible Memory Goals so that I can make these videos and these podcast episodes and the community free for everybody because we have patrons who support and believe in what we're doing. So if you want to learn more about becoming a patron, you can go to BibleMemoryGoal.com/patron. Not only will you get to support what we're doing, you'll also get free access to this training, our previous trainings. You'll get to join a Barnabas group, which is one of our small groups that meets once a month and keeps each other accountable to their Bible memory goals. We've got so many great perks to becoming a patron. And if you want to do that, you want to support what we're doing, go to BibleMemoryGoal.com/patron. I would love to have you join. But for those who just want to do this major training, Just go to BibleMemoryGoal.com/major and you can sign up to be a part of this that we're going to be doing in a couple weeks. If you have any questions whatsoever, I encourage you to leave a comment on this video. If you're watching this on YouTube or if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can email contact@BibleMemoryGoal.com. I look forward to seeing you, and God bless.